we are shifting our focus to this next piece of breaking news that we are getting on the broadcast, and this in fact concerns the former WFI chief Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, and we are given to understand that he is all set to be filing his bail application before Delhi's Rouse Avenue court today. In fact, the bail will be filed before the special MP-MLA judge. My colleague Ananya is joining us for more on this. Ananya, the fact that the charges, as far as the charge sheet is concerned, had been presented in front of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, and it was declared that he can be actually tried as an accused in this particular case. Now, a bail application that is being filed on his behalf. What are we learning vis-a-vis that?
Well, this is a procedural matter now since Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is to appear before Delhi's Rouse Avenue court today, following, in fact, the summons issued against him by the court seeking, in fact, his physical presence. And this is a procedural thing whenever a charge sheet is filed. Those who are named in that particular charge sheet, in fact, not only Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, but also Vinod Tomar will have to appear before the court today and to mark their presence, because remember that they have now been arraigned as an accused into this particular case. But the big development that has happened at this point of time is that Advocate Rajiv Mohan, one of the finest legal counsels when it comes to criminal matters in the national capital, remember, he was also the prosecutor in the Nirbhaya case, is going to appear for Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh in this particular case. And what we have been told is that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh can any time file his bail plea today. The bail plea is already drafted and would be filed today as the proceedings takes place in the matter. Remember that since Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is not arrested during the pendency of this investigation, the chances of him securing a bail in this particular case becomes higher. And in fact, that exactly would be the line of argument that the lawyers would be adopting. So how does all of this pan out is something that we'll get to know in a short while from now when Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh actually appears before Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court. Remember, this is a special MP-MLA judge, Harjit Singh Jaspal, before whom Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh has to mark his presence today post the filing of this charge sheet. Remember that there's details as to how there are statements, but and also various photographs that are there. But how well does it play up before the court of law? Whether Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh would be able to secure, in fact, a relief in this particular case or not, whether he will get a bail or not, is something that we'll get to know in a short while from now when the matter is taken up by the Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court.
Ananya, I'd also like to understand how bad has the case spiraled for Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh after this revealing of the charge sheet details have really come to light?
Well, this is a almost 1600 pages charge sheet running into almost 1599 pages. And what is very, very clear at this point of time is that, the charge sheet speaks mostly about statements that are being made by, the various stressors and the various witnesses in this case. However, with regards to corroborative evidence in that regard, what we know at this point of time is that Brij Bhushan, there are only pictures, there is no kind of a CCTV footage that is available. So whether the Delhi police's case is a bit weak one is something that we'll have to wait for the court to actually comment upon. But it seems like that that there is a little lighter weight in this particular charge sheet when it comes to a case of sexual assault.
Okay. Ananya, I'd request you to stay on with us. Let me now take this across to my colleague Anshul, who's now joining us live from outside Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh's residence in the national capital. Anshul, any movement that you see around there, considering there is a bail application that's now pending, he's all set to be filing that before the Rouse Avenue court. Anything that you're learning from his side?
So yes, as of now there is no movement, as Ananya has been reporting that the hearing could happen anywhere around 2 p.m. to between 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. and the route from his residence to the Rouse Avenue court is not more than 10 to 15 minutes. So yes, we are expecting that in the next few minutes there could be some movement out here at the residence of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, where he is expected to step out and go towards the Rouse Avenue court, where, as Ananya has mentioned, that there could be a bail application that could be filed in this entire matter. But if you look at the charge sheet that has been filed, it seems like somewhere or the other it is not going to be a very uphill task for him to get that bail going through, because in that charge sheet, the 1599 page charge sheet that has been filed in the court, there are no strong or staunch evidences in the entire matter which could actually deem an arrest of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, and hence he has not been taken into custody by the police as of now. So there is some sort of movement that is happening out here. A few vehicles have reached outside the residence of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, but are these vehicles of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh or someone has come to meet him? That is something that remains to be seen. But yes, since morning we have been reporting from this very spot, and there has been very little to no movement that has happened over here. It seems like that what sources from the Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh's camp have told us at this point in time, that they are very confident that they are going to get this bail application done in their favor, which means that the entire controversy that has happened around the arrest of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, that could be settled for once and for all by the court of law. On the other hand, as I was talking about the charge sheet, I was going through that charge sheet, and in the charge sheet the police has not been able to get all the complaints, evidences regarding all the complaints. There were specifically 30 pictures that were given from the side of the wrestlers to the police to investigate, out of which only 4 pictures have been corroborated with evidences and with the statements of the wrestlers. In fact, 108 people, statements of 108 people are mentioned in that charge sheet, out of which only 15 people have come out and supported the claims that have been made by the wrestlers. 44 witnesses have been mentioned in that charge sheet as well. So yes, all these details that have come to the fore, this actually seems like that it is not going to be a very uphill task for Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh to prove his innocence. But yes, that is the prerogative of the court. So yes, it remains to be seen how does the court look into this entire matter. But yes, today's hearing is going to be one of the most important.
Absolutely, Anjul. Thank you so much for that information. We'll wait once Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh or his counsel decides to leave that residence and file that bail application for him.